All right, we are going to try this again, and now that the sound is on, hopefully everything will work flawlessly. So we will find out what happens. I'm gonna give it a minute for people to join. All right, if you guys are here, go ahead and leave a comment saying that you are here. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to teach you guys how you can use or how to use Google Classroom to be able to access your students' assignments. So the first step, let me go ahead and log out here so I can teach you guys how to log in. Yeah. Okay, continue. All right. So the first thing that you want to do is go to www.classroom.google.com, and I'm going to put that in the comments right now. So that way it should pop up right now. Again, I'm not really sure how to tell if people are here or not. I really hope that you can hear me as well, because that would be amazing and super helpful if you could. All right, so let me go ahead and go over to share my screen, and let's make sure that we can get the audio working. All right, so I have it set to that my built-in microphone is working, so let's hope that this is recording as planned. All right, so you guys are going to want to go to here, and if you haven't logged in previously, it's going to be your student's first name underscore last name at pbbusd.k12.ca.us. That's going to be their email. So I'm going to put that in the comments right here, that the username is first name underscore last name at pbbusd.k12.ca.us. And then mine's a little bit different. And then their password is going to be the first two letters of their last name and then their lunch number. So for me, my last name is Hemingway, so it'd be H-E, oh, I guess you can't see it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just making that number up because there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because your student's lunch number is 6 digits. Let me go ahead and throw that in the comments on here. So, password, first two letters of last name, plus lunch number. So for example, mine would be HE 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, hopefully that helps. All right, so let me actually get logged in here. And then here you'll see any and all classes that your students may be enrolled in. What you want to do is you want to click on where it says Hemingway 2019, 2020. And then right here, this is called the stream, and this is just kind of everything that I've posted on here. This isn't really that important. You can, if you have a question or something, you can click in here and, ask a question if you'd like. But the most important part of Google Classroom, in my opinion, is up here where it says classwork. And so you're going to click on classwork. And you'll see right here the assignments. So all of these right here are the current assignments. And they're in order. So you want to do Chapter 3 Activity 1, Chapter 3 Activity 2, and then take Chapter 3 quiz. And then down here we have the chapter book. So this is the actual book that your students will need to have access to in order to complete these assignments right here. Okay, so let me show you this one right here. Chapter 3, Activity 1. You see that the directions, look at each picture and fill out the table below. Write about what you think the picture is showing. Also, write about what you think it has to do with the overall story. So with this one, what is the picture showing? Your students are going to literally write what is physically in this picture. So they could say something like, I see a sprinkler and a rainbow. And then over here, what do you think it has to do with the story? I am fully aware that your students have not been in physical school for a week now, and so the odds of them forgetting what happened in the first 2 chapters are very, very likely. I know the same is true for myself. And so what we want to do is, or what you can do is go back to Google Classroom, and then right here, you'll only see one chapter book, or one chapter 3 book. I have 2 because I have 2 different versions for students varying reading abilities. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and open up the more advanced one. And you'll notice as soon that chapter 3, Bright Lights and Colors, that this picture is the same exact picture that you see in this page right here. And you can, the title of the chapter is Bright Lights and Colors. So what do you think it has to, this picture has to do with the story? Maybe the rainbow has a lot of different colors. I don't know. That's just something that you guys can put on there to help out your students. But like I said, to complete this, you are more than welcome to use your chapter book, which again is located in this section right here where it says chapter book. The next thing is after you're, so up here, once you're all done with all of these, you are going to want to click a button up here where it says turn in. And after you click that, it'll say, are you sure you want to turn this in? There's a big blue button. You click on that button that says yes, turn in, and that's basically how you would do that one. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. And then let's go back over here to Google Classroom. And Chapter 3, Activity 2, Summarizing a Main Idea. So this one is on a Google slide. So you're going to want to open it. And it says you're going to want to fill out each one. In the beginning, then, at the end, what's important to know, and what is the main idea. I've filled these parts in already just for example's sake, but yeah, it says the class is ready to practice for the play. So that's what happens in the beginning of the story. Then you can just type something else as to what happens in the story. And then at the end, go ahead and flip to like the last page of the chapter book and you can type what is happening at the end of the chapter book as well. And then what's important to know, you could say something like it's important to know that colors form, absorb, or reflect differently, as you can see down here. And then up here, the main idea, what is this story about? I usually have my students reference the title of the chapter, which in this case is Bright Lights and Colors. And so we can say that this chapter is about bright lights and colors. So that's how you would fill this one out. And again, you may use your chapter book to help you, or the chapter 3 book to help you. And go ahead, and then once you're done with this, you go back to Google Classroom, and there should be a button right here that says Mark is done or something to that effect. So you would click that. It's a blue button, and it says like Mark is done or something like that. And then that's how you would turn in a Google slide. And then the final assignment for Chapter 3 is the Chapter 3 quiz. And let me open it up so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Chapter 3 quiz. What is this chapter about? So I would go over here, and your students are welcome to use their book. Yeah, give me a second to load this up. Any day now. So you would scroll down, bright lights and colors. And then, for example, if you read on page 19, some of the backgrounds look different on stage. Some look bright, some look dark. They look different because of their colors. So what is this chapter about? Colors, sound waves, or paintings? Well, it's about colors. So that one's for free. You guys can go ahead and pick colors for the first one because that's the right answer. And there are two different versions of this quiz. There's this one that has the symbol support, and then there's a more advanced one for my students that have higher reading abilities that has like fill in the blank questions and multiple choice questions and things like that. So that's how you would do that. And then at the end, you just come down here and click submit where it says submit. And then let me go ahead and go back to Google Classroom. And that is how you would complete all of these assignments. And then again, you'll have your chapter book. And then eventually what I'll do is add stuff for Chapter 4, Chapter 5, and Chapter 6. And I'll do the same thing for the chapter book. So I'll add Chapter 4, Chapter 5, and Chapter 6. And then whenever we're all ready to move on, we'll be able to do that, and I'll go ahead and move everything out and then set it up for the next unit as well. So I hope that made sense. Let me pull up my face here. Hold on. There we go. So I hope that made sense, and I hope that was helpful for you guys to be able to help your students at home. Again, if you have any other questions, please let me know, because odds are if you have a question, multiple other people have the same exact question. And yeah, so if you guys were able to join me, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope it was helpful. And if not, the replay of this will be up and available on Facebook, and I will also publish it to YouTube as well. I'll share the YouTube link on Parent Square, so you have access to that. And then this this Facebook video will be live on my Facebook page, the Sped Quiddy Teacher, as well as the group that all of you are in, which is the remainder of Mr. Hemingway's class, remainder of 2019-2020 school year. So anyway, thanks guys for joining me. Hope this is helpful, and I will talk to you all soon. Stay safe out there and have a great day.